Okay. So the other day I was walking around my neighborhood and somebody already put out like pumpkins into
Me too.
like their front lawn, like their
Yeah.
steps and everything.
Yeah. I'm like literally it was like Labor Day, like September 1st, Labor Day. Like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Like I understand that like pumpkin spice and like the pumpkin spice latte and all those drinks from Starbucks came out like August 25th, and Disney swaps over to, Mickey's Halloween party like the last week of August. But like
Mhm.
really? Like
Yeah. I think it's I don't know. I'm a fall girly, I will say. I already had my first PSL for this season.
same,
Um
same.
but like yeah, I don't know. Like I was actually thinking about decorating this weekend just because like it's still going to be nice outside, you
Yeah,
know.
but
But
it's
is it
middle of
too
September.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the question is, are you going to be decorating with like fall attire or Halloween attire? Because I feel like
Halloween.
those are two. Okay. Okay. Because I'm fine with like Halloween because then it's a short amount of time, right? You only
Yes.
could have your decorations for like a month, month and a half max, right? But then do you remove your Halloween decorations and then just keep fall decorations until after Thanksgiving?
Oh no,
Or
I switched to Christmas immediately.
like right after Halloween?
Not like right after. I let the Halloween stuff linger because I do like Halloween. So I'd say maybe like that first week of November. Yeah, I'd say that I put Christmas stuff up like because there's just so much stuff that I
Hmm.
have. And again, I
Yeah,
feel like the weather is like better during that time. So like I'd rather put my Christmas stuff up before it gets like 0 degrees outside.
I
I don't
know.
know.
Well, this is going to be the first year that we're going to actually be able to get a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So I
Fake or
actually still
fake or
have
real.
fake.
Yeah.
I think my dog might eat a real tree. So I
Yes.
think we're going to stick with fake. For the longest time, I've only had a Christmas cactus. So that's all I had was just a Christmas cactus. So now
That's
I'm like, I
awesome.
get a tree. I get to put it up. So maybe I'll be the one on November 1st being like, okay, I
It's
want to
time.
put this thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So, welcome to Laugh It Like It's Hot, everyone. This is going to be a crazy episode where
Yes.
things finally heated up, and we may talk about Nashville. I don't even know if we'll get there because
Right.
holy shit, Wednesday
Yeah.
and Tuesday were too much. Too much for me.
So yesterday it was sunny. I was actually teaching a class and I like, between you guys and like the news and stuff like that, it was popping up on my phone and I'm like, what is happening outside? Because it was like a 4 hour class. And I just looked, I was teaching with somebody else and I'm like, I'm really sorry. I need to check my phone to see what's happening. And my mind just blew up, absolutely blew up.
How am I supposed to have a job if I'm literally sitting at my desk and my phone's just like bzz, burp, 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 and I'm like,
Every 2 seconds,
I can't be on Instagram. Okay, fine. So then finally I decided to open a Google tab and literally typed in IndyCar news, and it was just like,
like all this stuff.
and so then I'm like, none of this is real until I verify it with my true point of truth is racer.com and Marshall Pruitt.
Hmm.
And the first thing I see, not a shock, Penske is not citing willpower.
Which we knew that was going to happen. We had that feeling if they didn't have that news by then, it was not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I remember seeing that as well.
But you know what's crazy to think about? Penske gave Will the go ahead to start talking to teams at Road America.
Oh wow.
So Will wanted a multi-year contract, and I think we've talked about this before. I don't with Malukas like banging at the door. I don't even think he was knocking at this point. I think he
Oh
was
yeah,
banging.
for sure.
They didn't want to give him more than 1 year, which I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I think they might have fumbled the bag there a little bit.
Yeah.
But then once I saw that notification go out, I was like, "Oh boy."
Yeah, at that point, you're like, where can he go? What team has an open spot? Who is willing to pay that much for willpower for that? So we had I think we talked about it in the last episode that we're like, maybe Ezretti's gonna do it, and
What?
what?
Oh my
Sure
God.
enough,
So when we were talking about Colton going to F2, it was like, this is such a stupid rumor. Who decided to open their mouth
right?
and say this dumb shit?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going back to like, do we have to, we're eating our words at this point, because at this point, is the Alex Pillow going to Red Bull going to fucking be true? Because
Mm-hmm.
everything else seems to be coming to
I know
fruition. And I'm like, what is going on?
that would
And
be nuts, but yes, yeah. I mean, it was on that level of we're just like, that's nuts. That's not going to happen. I mean, the Herta
no.
family is synonymous with IndyCar, right? Like,
Yeah.
so yes,
So then we get the news that Colton is going to be the test and not reserve. So he's going to be the test and development driver for Cadillac F1 team. And that's all I saw. Like when I first saw it, I just saw he's the test and development driver. So I went, oh, that's awesome. He
yeah,
might be doing double duty. And then I get the notification Colton Herta is not returning to IndyCar for the 2026 season.
mm-hmm.
And part of me died a little bit.
Right?
Not
Like
gonna lie.
how? Like I mean, I think what? How long did he race for? 5 years? 4 years for Andretti?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
5? Because he's
yeah,
been in it 6 years. Yeah.
yeah. So it's just crazy to me. But like I heard his interview with. I think he was on Off Track, right? And he was
Yeah.
just like, it's just my dream that he always wanted to race an F1, race in Europe. So you can't blame him if that opportunity knocks on the door with Cadillac, dude, do it.
Yeah. And he's had so many missed opportunities in F1 with the Sauber deal going down, and then AlphaTauri and the stupid fucking super license points thing.
So dumb.
But I don't part of me is like, I'm so happy, and like a proud mom. I'm like,
Yeah. We're
oh
happy
my
to see
gosh.
our worlds are colliding. You know what I mean?
I
Well,
know.
like, and I mean, there was always like a little bit of that overlap, but like, this is, yeah, truly our worlds are colliding now.
And I do hope that he does well. And we still don't know what F2 team he's going to race for. Rumors are that it might be with Prema,
Yeah.
which makes sense because he can make those relationships literally in the paddock.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or he
so,
probably already has, as far as we know, right?
oh yeah. So I I hope, granted, he's racing like 18, 17, 19-year-old young children at this point.
Right. That's going to be a weird transition for
Yeah.
him because they're very young, and he's 26 or 27,
25. He'll be
25.
25 because he's Lando's age. We got to remember that,
Mm,
which is
that's
weird to
weird.
think
That is weird
because
to think about.
I think Colton's older than Lando, but whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but I really do hope he does well. Like, he doesn't have to wipe the floor in F2.
Mm-mm.
He's going to have to learn all the new tracks, all the new tire compounds, how to drive those cars, which are very similar to what they drive now, but
Yeah.
DRS versus push to pass, all of that. But even on the pod with Hinch and Rusty, he was like, I know I'm fast. I know I can do this. And I'm like,
Yes, you
I think
can.
he'll do well. Yeah.
Yes, you can, sir.
I will
I
watch
think. I
every
mean,
F2 race now.
when there is an American like in F1 or F2 or whatever, like I mean, the country goes crazy, right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
we were really pulling for Logan Sargent,
I
but
know. And even
hopefully,
Rossi when he was in it, right? Like,
yes, yeah,
but you know, I did think to myself, you know how when Logan was racing, the meme of the world was, what the fuck is a kilometer?
yes,
Does Colton now inherit that meme?
probably.
Okay.
I'm sure the Europeans are going to give a massive shit because
Oh yeah.
it is, yeah. I mean, when like I don't know the last time that you've been to Europe, it's and you say that you're an American, you got to be careful where you say it. Like
Yeah. But you know what's going to be interesting is like he's a California boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be, your traditional like, you know, like he said on the pod, I'm going to be he's going to be like Max, team kit, jeans and Vans. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yes.
Yeah.
Keep doing that."
Stay true to
But
yourself.
to uproot your whole life, like his partner had to make the decision, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
he's going to have to leave his dad, his like
I know. I
which
mean, not that it's going to be terrible. Like it'll be super easy for
no.
him to jump on a plane and go, I'm sure. But like, I mean, yeah, his dad was, I mean, a coach on the team, right? Like not
Yeah.
his direct coach, but still
Yeah.
there.
But I know Kyle's going to miss him and I know that the paddock's going to miss him, but
For sure.
I'm just proud that he's going to try it. And at the end of the day, that's all that we can hope for. And if he ends up getting into the Cadillac seat, if it's not until 2028 and he gets it, I may shed a tear for him
Oh, for
because
sure.
like to see somebody from IndyCar take that risk and say, fuck your super license point system. I'm going to go to F2. God, imagine if he wins the championship and
Oh
then
my
goes
God.
to F1.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sitting there in full head to toe Colton Herta merch. Um, but now the question is he going to keep the number? Like, is there a 26 in F2? Like, is that going to be his number? So it'll be interesting to see like what number he'll pick, if it's actually going to be like an homage. Um,
I hope so.
but I do too.
I hope so. Like I said, keep as much as yourself as you can when you're over there because it's a completely different lifestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's going to be flying all over the place. It's a, like completely
Yeah.
different schedule. Yeah.
He's going to
Nuts.
get to see, well, I guess he'll have opportunities to come home, right? He'll be, he'll have the opportunities to do that, but
So,
I
like,
never
well, and you think that he will come for the 500? You think he'll still race?
I don't think he'll be, if he were to do it, I don't think he's going to do it next year. I
Yeah.
think Colton's going to be head down, getting getting situated, right? Like it, if he has to do another season of F2 or whatever it might be, right? After it, if there's still that gap, he will do it. He'll find the time, but I don't think it will be next year. I really don't think so. That's
Yeah.
going to be so overwhelming,
It
right?
would
Like
be.
uprooting your life, new team, new way of driving, and F2 and F1 responsibilities. I don't think he's going to
Yeah.
be like, yeah,
And let me hang
he's
on
not
one second. Let me just go to Indiana really quickly and I'll be right back.
right. And he can't just race the 500.
Yeah.
He's got to go to qualifying. He's got to go to practice. He's got
Hmm.
to
It's
do
a
all the
pretty much the
refreshers.
month of May that he would have to be off of all those duties.
Yeah.
And
So I, while I would love it,
I would love
I
it.
would love it. I don't think it will be next year. But it was kind of sweet when he was like, I will be back to IndyCar. I have a feeling that like once his F1 dream is concluded, whatever that may be, I feel like he'll come back and then like end it how it started. And I
Mhm.
think that's going to be like the most impeccable swan song
Oh, for sure.
to it. And we'll be there cheering, from the
Oh,
grandstands in
welcoming
15,
him
20
back.
years.
Yep. Welcoming him back with open arms for sure.
Oh yeah. And he'll have a seat. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's there's going to be a home for him in Indy for the rest of his time as a race car driver.
Oh, for sure.
So, but no one expected it. No one
No.
expected an Andretti seat to be open, and in the best way possible, Andretti admin, what you guys did with the drummer, like wanted
That
poster.
was so awesome. That like, I love it. I absolutely love it. I didn't
And
realize that
well,
Colton actually played the drums.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't realize that. So I was like, "What do you mean looking for a new drummer?" Like I saw that Will was playing drums in Nashville, so I'm like, "Oh, I get it." And I was like, "What do you mean new drummer?" And then I looked it up, and I'm like, "Holy shit, he plays drums!"
so one, the irony of it is that they just replaced a drummer with another drummer,
Hmm.
but willpower to Andretti. Good for Will,
Good for Will.
honestly.
Right, and he never really seemed like stressed. Like I know, like when they were asking. I mean, maybe because he's Australian and they're never stressed out, but like they, people were asking him questions. Well, are you going to get the Penske seat? Is your contract going to be renewed? And he's just like, I don't know. We'll see. So I'm
Yeah.
like, he knows something.
Oh
That
yeah.
like, why is he not freaking out about it? Or why is he not like, I know he's got a little bit of a temper. So if there was an issue, he probably would have shut it down super quick. But like, no, we know that we're just like, oh, okay.
He was having conversations, and I think he knew that there was nothing in at Andretti, but he approached them anyway. And if I was Will and I go, Sup Andretti, I'm in the top 10 and Marcus Ericsson was 20th this season.
Right. And I have the Penske knowledge.
I have your competitor knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You really want to
20 years of your competitor knowledge.
you want to put it where the sun don't shine for Roger? And they gave him what he wanted. It's a
Yeah,
multi-year contract. It's not a year because unless Marcus Ericsson decides to win the championship or the 500 next year, he's out of Andretti.
for
Like, I'm
sure.
sorry. He
Yeah.
barely made leadership circle this season.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle's going to turn into the new lead, which I'm so excited for Kyle.
Yeah.
You're going to have Kyle Kirkwood and Will Power and Dennis Hauger, probably, if he does well in his first year. You have someone that's older that will eventually retire, but has a ton of knowledge, has that veteran status.
Could be a great mentor to Hauger. I mean, and
Yeah,
Kirkwood too, right? Like,
yeah, you have Kirkwood that is veteran, but not like age veteran. Like he's been doing this a hot second, and then you have a rookie. Does that sound like a Chip Ganassi team in the making?
right.
If you're thinking
Totally.
about it.
Right.
So,
Absolutely. So, yeah.
ugh. But I'm happy for Will. I really
Yeah.
am.
Me too. I'm happy that he's going to be, that we're definitely have not seen the last of him. So good.
Oh,
Good,
and
good.
he's going to keep winning. Like
Yeah.
that was the one thing I was worried about. Was like, oh, they're going to put him in a RLL car or a JHR
Right.
car, and he may get pole, but he's
Right.
not winning the race.
Right. Which, like, I mean, I know those teams, they have like, I mean, their budget, you know,
Yeah.
I was just like wondering, like, what are they going to pay him? He would have had to take a pay cut if he was in those teams.
Oh, 100% he would have taken a pay cut,
Yeah.
but he didn't have to
Right.
at
He
Andretti.
certainly did not.
He's like, thank you. Going to the bank now. Bye.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? He's still technically employed by Penske until the end of the year.
Okay.
He cannot work with Andretti until January 1st.
Okay.
Roger could have let him go.
Right.
He could have said, "Thank you so much for being the top Penske driver this season. Thank you so much for breaking our Penske no win at that time moment. Uh, not being a cheater,
Mm-hmm.
not supporting some cheating allegations, right? Thank you for being a good, you know, advocate for the team. Go and work with Andretti." Nope. Roger's like, I own you until December 31st at 11:59, the end of the year.
He knows, of course. I mean, like, but what's the advantage, I guess, of keeping him? I guess just preventing him from practicing and being
Yep.
in, with Andretti. But
Enjoy your
yeah.
long vacation, Will. The work starts January 1st.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So
But
we haven't received the announcement officially that Malukas is in the seat, right? But it's going to happen, right? It has to.
unless, God forbid, unless something crazy happens, Malukas will be announced probably in the next couple of weeks or even by next week if they already have a deal.
Yeah.
I think because Colton didn't make the decision to go take that Cadillac drive until like a week ago, I have a feeling that Penske was still negotiating with Will at that time. So I could see it in the next couple of weeks. But yes, Malukas to Penske. But the other thing that's crazy is Renus decided to leave Dale Coyne
Yeah.
and did not announce where he's going next.
No, he did not.
So where you going, buddy?
I know, right? That's it. It's it's an interesting move because of course we want to see Renus, racing and things like that. So what seats are open then? Where was
So
Malukas
there's
again? I forgot.
so Foyt has the seat,
Okay.
two in JHR. Devlin DiFrancesco I'm going to say there's one at RLL.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then we don't know. We talked about this last episode. We don't know what the fuck's going on with Prema,
Yes.
but
Oh
it's
yeah, because
Schwartz he
Schwartz.
decides.
Yeah, because he's unhappy at
Yeah.
Prema. Hmm.
But we don't know if Prema is going to exist as an IndyCar team. So I wouldn't count those seats.
Yeah.
I think that Renus is going to go to Foyt and take that Foyt car. It's more consistent than a coin. They have a better oval package. That Dale was very, very transparent when they asked him for a quote on Renus that we're going to have to find two great drivers and work on our oval package. So I get it. He wants to be in the top 10 all the time, and he was able to do that at a coin car. He could do it in a Foyt.
Mm-hmm.
And he's Renus is such a nice guy that I think he'll get along with Santino because he'll get along with anybody.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's a good, it's not like two hotheads,
Mm-hmm.
racing each other. Renus
Yeah.
is very open and
Mm-hmm.
very,
Even keeled. Yeah.
yeah.
More of a chill for sure.
So we'll see. But
Okay.
Jacob Abel's probably not coming back either,
Mm-hmm.
which is sad. I
I
think
know.
he had such a hard season. He
He
really
did.
did.
He did in his rookie season. So he's like he has no seat, probably no takers.
At this point,
But he
unless a
brings money
team
though, doesn't he?
yeah, but that's the only thing is
I
does a
know
team
it only brings you so far when you have money, but it does help to like boost the budget.
yeah,
But
he's such a nice kid, and I don't think this is the last we're going to see of him. I think that he will be back. I have to say that Miller Lite livery that we saw in
yes,
Milwaukee, chef's kiss.
I mean, yeah, you got to give the people what they want, especially with the
Oh,
Miller factory right not too far away.
no, not too far. Exactly. But what's crazy is Dale openly said they're going to have their two drivers by Halloween. A
Interesting.
man who announced a driver 2 weeks before the season started wants to have his drivers by
He's
Halloween.
like, I'm not doing that again. He's like, I am not stressing out. I am not doing that again. So
So rumors are that Romain Grosjean is coming back to IndyCar
hmm
and going back to Dale Coyne.
okay.
Why?
Right. I don't know. Yeah, because he just was this a man of leisure this year. I don't know if you saw
Yeah.
him on Instagram. He was living his best life as he was the reserve driver for Prema, which he was never needed. Never,
Nope.
never did not jump in that Prema car at all. But
And
yeah, he was just going on like bike rides and vacations with his wife and family, is from what I saw. So maybe he just needed a little R&R, and then he's ready to go. Hopefully, he's not going to be the crash test dummy that he tends to be.
well, he can't in a coin because then coin's going to run out of money.
Right. I know. So that's an interesting choice for.
And also, is he bringing a budget?
I don't
Because
know.
he
Yeah,
was
I
a
don't know.
paid driver before.
Mhm.
So I don't know if he's going to bring a budget. I'm assuming he has to bring a budget.
He has
Not
to. I mean, maybe that's what he was doing this year is trying to gain some sponsorship.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Roman is rumored to be back with Coin. But the other individual that I'm actually very excited about is Linus Lundqvist, as
Mhm.
also going to be potentially, by rumors, in the other Coin seat, which Linus, God, Renus,
Renus and
Linus,
Linus.
Rosenquist, Lundqvist. This is going to be fun.
This will be fun.
Linus was at Chip Ganassi.
Mm-hmm.
And when they downsized the team, unfortunately, he didn't have a budget, so they had to let him go and he couldn't find a seat. But I've been getting a lot of Instagram stories of him working out, being like preparing for ... And I'm like, he's coming back.
He's coming back. So where was he this year?
I think
What
he
was he
just
doing?
took
He
an
was
off year.
man of leisure as well.
Yeah. Hey, between him and Roman, they had a year sabbatical,
Mm-hmm.
fully rested,
And they should be
slept
ready to
8 hours a night, fully hydrated, no stress,
go.
just worked out. hung out
Yeah.
with their friends and family.
Sounds
So
like a nice life.
yeah,
What's that like, sir? We have no idea.
well, we'll see. But the other question then is Dennis Hauger's also tied to those seats. So
Yeah, do you
we'll
think
see.
he'll directly go to Andretti, or is he going to start up in one of those
So
seats?
I think Hauger's gonna go on loan to either Coin or JHR. He brings a budget, so I'm assuming both teams need it. They need somebody to bring a budget. Stingray, I unfortunately don't think will be re-signed. I think
Mm,
that
he was a
well, he is
sweetheart.
adored in the paddock. I just
Hmm.
don't think he has proven himself as somebody who could be a leader on a team with a rookie.
Yeah.
So I will see because both teams, like Brad Hollinger, he has invested a lot of his dollars into JHR, and he hasn't really seen the ROI back.
Yeah.
So they need a paid driver, and Dennis has sponsorship
Hmm.
and Indy Next Championship money.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I genuinely don't think Stingray will be back. Connor coming back, it would need a large investment for him to stay.
Yeah. So that makes me sad. I really enjoy watching him racing, and just his personality in general seems like such a fun guy.
I know.
And he's
And
a hometown Indiana boy.
yeah.
Everyone loves to see him race.
Oh yeah. And he always does so well at the 500 too.
Hmm.
But he did actually really well in Nashville. He is a short oval specialist. It's just put him in a damn good car and he could probably win him.
Yeah,
So but the last piece of news, God, IndyCar PR was probably exhausted this week.
I'm sure.
We don't have a schedule, but we have an update on what's going on with Toronto during the World Cup.
Hmm.
So we are moving the race from downtown Toronto to a suburb of Toronto, which is the Markham area. And they're going to be
Which
doing,
which is still, it's gonna be nuts. Well, no, so
yeah,
this will be after the World Cup though,
in August.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it normally Toronto is in July. They're moving it to August, which is around, I believe, the Laguna Seca timeframe, which makes me nervous.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I believe it's actually Hinch's hometown,
That's what I heard
Markham.
too. Yeah.
So that'll be cute, right?
Yeah.
Him actually going to his hometown. I watched the press release. They're like really jazzed about doing it there, and they did sign a multi-year deal. So
Oh,
I don't know what that means if downtown Toronto is just going to be out for a couple of years, but it's a new track, which means it's going to give us more opportunity to see different types of street racing, right? Um, but so far, we have St. Pete confirmed, which is going to be at the end of March. We have Arlington, Texas confirmed, of course, the Indy 500, and now
mm-hmm.
Toronto. So we have 4 races out of a 17 season, 18 race season. So is that how they're going to just announce it? Just like, boop,
Just piece
here's
by
one,
piece. Yeah,
here's one.
probably. Well, I think yeah, because it depends on the World Cup,
Yeah. I think
right?
that's what's screwing them is the
Yeah.
World Cup. They
Hmm.
want Mexico on the calendar. Well,
Well,
World Cup, Mexico.
mm-hmm. I want to see
So
like where are
the rate. Oh, the
the like
because
locations.
it's the last 2 weeks of July, kind of like
It's
the
it's
Olympics.
it's all well. It's a month, so it's
Oh
usually the
shit.
end of June to the end of July is usually when it is.
Hmm.
So 11 host cities: Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York,
Jesus.
Philly, San Francisco, and Seattle.
I'm actually kind of happy Chicago's not on there just
Oh,
because I
100%.
too much traffic.
Yeah, 100%. They're just like, we're not coming to Chicago, which is, yeah.
They didn't put
But
in a
what
bid,
about,
I think. They think they're like, we don't want it
we weren't
here.
ready.
No.
We could barely handle, which we're losing the NASCAR,
Yeah,
you
we couldn't
know,
even
the
have
NASCAR's
NASCAR in
getting
the
away,
city.
going away from downtown. Um, yeah, which is fine.
Yeah. We'll see them
I
at the
don't know where the
Speedway. It's fine.
Mexico. I
It
can't
has to
find
be
where
Mexico
Mexico.
City,
It's got to be Mexico City.
right? And then it's got to be Toronto, clearly. I think that's it. I think it's Toronto, Mexico City, and then the rest of the US.
Oh yes, Mexico City, Guadalajara, Monterrey, where Mr. Pato is from. Um, Toronto, yeah, Vancouver.
Okay. Wow. So a lot of these places they want to race at, there's something going on that's a lot bigger than IndyCar. So
Yes.
we'll see what happens. I think that they're going to do a major announcement for Mexico City once that's announced, and then they'll drop the rest of the schedule because everything else is going to probably be the same, just different dates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for goddamn Road America so we could buy our renewals, but that's
I
all.
know, right? Yeah, we're just, it's a no-brainer that we're going to be at Road America next year.
Yeah.
So,
Regardless, watch, it's going to be like 4th of July weekend. We're going to be like, great. Okay.
oh my God, that
Um,
would not be good.
no, please. Mark Miles, please don't have Road America on the
Where
4th of
was it?
July.
This where was it on? They race
Iowa.
4th of July weekend, Iowa. Okay,
We're
yeah,
not
yeah.
circling back to that.
No, we're not. We're not.
No.
It's not. Yeah, we've beaten that.
Oh, man.
Beaten that dead horse. So,
All right, let's move on to Nashville.
okay.
um, a big takeaway 1.2 million people watched the damn race.
Yes, and there
I'll
was
take it.
an uptick in female watchers, right? Female fans that were watching, which is
Yeah.
awesome. It's fabulous. It's more accepted
Round
in
of
our
applause.
community. Round of applause. Yes.
This just proves to these fuckers that they need to do more. They need to do
Yeah.
more because we have buying power and we want to watch your damn sport. We want to talk about
Oh,
it.
for
So
sure. I
I did
know.
find it funny that Rossi and James were like, thanks, Pato, because like 18 to 34-year-old women is up 81%. They're like, it's because of Pato. And I'm like,
It's yeah.
well,
You're like, I mean, maybe, but but they're
maybe,
also
but
watching F1, and do we assume that it's always going to be Charles? Is that why people are watching, or females of 18 to 34?
because we can see their gorgeous chiseled faces when they have a helmet on, right?
Right? Exactly.
No, but I'm
Exactly.
very happy to see that this community is growing, that, there's a 81% uptick in 18 to 34 is huge, but still 72%, or excuse me, 30% from just the 18 to 49
Hmm.
demographic. So IndyCar is growing, and that's really exciting. And I think this is just a great time for IndyCar to continue this momentum to get to where it was bigger than NASCAR, right?
Hmm.
So it was very nice to see. Nashville, no championship on the line, nothing really to race for, but 1.2 million people were like, I'm going to watch this. That's huge. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Well, and it was Nashville. I kept hearing about all these after parties that I'm like, why we should go? We should have gone. And
Listen,
a lot of our fellow podcasters were also there too. So which
yeah,
was fun to watch them have fun. But you're just like, I wanted to be there.
the FOMO was real.
Uh huh.
My thumb hurts from liking everyone's TikToks and Instagram stories.
Yes,
Um, and getting to go to a Prema after party and see Schwartzy bopping with Waka is just
that was cool.
that was
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah. So Nashville's definitely like, yes,
Yeah,
next
on the
year
list. I mean,
it's on the
Nashville in
list.
general is just a fun city. So let's throw a race into the mix. It's going to make it so much better.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But outside, the race was okay. Pato was on his first ever pole on an oval, which is crazy to me to think
Yeah,
about that.
I know. I guess I didn't realize that either. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I know his outcome was not great. Just
No, you
McLaren in
had
general.
Yeah, Christian and Pato suffered failures of different sorts.
Which
Um,
usually it's Siegel. So I'm like, that's interesting that little twist of events that happens.
that's IndyCar for you, baby.
Yeah.
But Josef Newgarden finally broke his winless curse
At home, right? He's originally from
at home.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
So good for him. Happy to see that.
Yep. honestly, it was pure like the way the yellows fell and luck was finally on his side and he won. I was expecting he was happy. I'm not saying he wasn't, but I was expecting like when he took the helmet off, I was expecting more of like
Yeah.
relief from him,
Yeah.
but he was just excited and I was like, "Oh, so he probably has gotten over that hurdle, that mental hurdle." I think he finally cried enough in his car after
Right.
plenty of races to be like, "This is nice."
And that's okay. And that's okay to cry
Yes.
in your car.
Yes, you can cry in your car, Joseph. He didn't cry in his car. He drove
No.
the trophy home and probably had you know, 2 or 3 cocktails and celebrated with
Yes.
his
I
friends and
hope I
family.
hope
So,
so. So, well,
uh
good for him. Yeah, like I said,
yeah.
very, very happy for him after the shitty year that he had.
God, I know. I imagine just I feel bad for Scott McLaughlin cuz he while he got 3rd, he was like he's the only Penske driver without a win this season.
Yeah.
Um but eh, outside of that, right? Like Connor Daly did Connor Daly stuff on an oval. He got biggest mover. And Louis Foster won the Rookie of the Year championship by the
Mhm.
skin of his motherfucking teeth.
Good
It
for
came down
him.
to Robert Schwartzman getting a drive through penalty at the end of the race for him to win the Rookie of
Yeah.
the Year.
Yeah. And that must have
Ugh,
been so bitter for Schwartzy,
yeah. But
that like especially like
yeah,
not that like I said, Prima didn't have a terrible year for her being the first this being their first time in IndyCar. But
yeah,
like we said, we've heard rumors that Schwartzman wasn't happy and he's
no.
itching to go back to Europe. Um, so this is just kind of salt in the wound a little bit.
Yeah. And, you know, it is what it is, right? Like it was fun watching the race between Louis and Robert because they were so close. Like it one got a penalty, one got a and I was like, "Oh man, it's going to come down to like the last second." And those are the fun ones, right? Cuz you're
Yeah.
like, "Wow, like literally a drive-through penalty will screw you." And it did. But
Hmm.
it, you know, I think being an Indy Next champion, being rookie of the year, it's good momentum, but it was also great momentum for Schwartzy for the year. He did well. This man actually does really well on ovals, which is really
Hmm.
scary to think because he's never done it before.
Right. I know. Like his entire life that he's been, racing in Europe, which they do not do ovals in Europe. Yeah, and he got pole for the 500.
Yeah,
No one
which
can take that away from him.
no one. He's in the history books for that. So,
Hmm.
we'll see. But I don't know if you saw,
We'll
but like the
see.
David Malukas crash. Oh, that
Yeah,
was
the poor guy had to
scary.
be airlifted out. That he had to go to the hospital. So, what was it? Concussion protocol that they needed
I think
to
so.
airlift him out. Yeah,
Yeah, but every time he crashes, I always think, is his wrist okay? Because that thing is still in a brace and I'm assuming it's easily more breakable because he's broken it before.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, outside of that, like, yeah, there was some tire failures with Pillow and, you know, some crazy racing and 4 wide, but, you know, it's kind of weird to say it's over.
Yeah, I know. It's so early. I mean, and yeah, F1 doesn't end until December, so at least we have that to keep us going. But like, yeah, it is strange that it's such a short season for IndyCar.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I was like, okay, the race is over. And honestly, the action happening after the season with all of these driver announcements, we're going to be fed with content probably for the next couple of weeks. And then
Hmm.
it's like, turn the lights off, lock the doors, we're out.
Right. They're close for Christmas,
Yeah,
pretty
for an
much.
extended holiday season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but we in the next couple of episodes we'll go over and give our 2025 season review for each of the teams and all of the drivers, so we'll have that ready for all of y'all at that point. But Nashville is done and dusted. Silly season is in high gear, and man, what a fucking season. And
Mm-hmm.
we have some very exciting things in our back pocket for the off season that we'll be sharing, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, and some surprises along the way. And we might have found some B-roll footage from our adventures around the tracks this season
Oh,
that
for sure.
we'll be sharing on YouTube soon. So stay tuned for that. But yeah,
That's a
Milena, what do you think? One word to describe the season.
um. Oh my gosh, I'm like blanking on any English words right now. Um. Right, like it
Ah!
was just exciting because I think this was
Yeah,
the I haven't been to this many races, and especially
yeah,
starting this podcast is our first year doing this. Um, yeah, it's just been super exciting.
yeah. I think for me, the word I keep saying is like it was just enchanting. Like
Hmm.
every watching Pillow dominate, and I just felt like I was in Disney World every weekend watching these races, and
Yeah.
going to them, and all of our amazing opportunities that we had to do this season.
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
oh, all right.
Close the
Well,
book on 2025.
we are done
Yeah.
with it. We're gonna have spicy takes on who did well, who did not so well. Not a great job. We're gonna get really really spicy in the next couple of episodes. So stay
For
tuned to
sure.
that. And we have a lot of questions that have been submitted over the last couple of weeks. So we'll also take some time to go back to those questions and answer them. But thanks for listening, guys. If you want to follow us for more content on socials, it's Lap It Like It's Hot. If you want to keep listening to the podcast, please, like, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. All of that engagement helps us. But you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And we will see you next week. And we're going to talk some hot takes about who did well and who did not. So,
Hmm. Don't
yay.
don't forget about our Monza.
Yes, and watch Monza this week
Definitely watch
because
Monza.
it is time. It is now F1 season. IndyCar's
Yes.
done and dusted.
Yeah.
All right, see
All
everybody.
right. Bye, guys.
Bye. I totally forgot it was Monza, by the way.